All right, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm teaming up with my homie Noah from the Make Money Making Videos podcast, full podcast link down below, and we are going to break down our first paid videography jobs. These were nightclubs that we went to film. I don't even know if you could even call them nightclubs, venues to say the least. Without further ado, let's talk about it. Welcome back to the Make Money Making Videos podcast. What's the first payment we ever got? So how many nightclubs? I think we shot 5 nightclubs before we ever received a payment.
Yeah, so was the first one the rum and bass time?
First payment, I believe, wasn't
it 30 quid from rum and bass?
It was 30 quid from rum and bass, yeah.
It was
so
a tiny little
like
venue which fit. There's probably about 30, 40 people there, I reckon.
But do you remember that one night where we walked in about 10 people? So this is like the most ghetto nightclub, like just a little nobody nightclub. Who cares about this nightclub? It's no one's really policing it or anything. And this one night, we go there and the security guards are outside, but not the promoters. And we just flash the camera, be like, yeah. So all of us are shooting. And one night, just because of the camera, flashing the camera, we walked about 10 people in there,
we were 16.
We were 16, and we walked about 10 people through the door, all under the the guise that we were all filming. And we looked around. I remember looking around later that night, and the majority of the people in the club came in for free with us under the idea that they were filming with us. So that's the way.
The thing is, we weren't really, we were filming the video, but for us, well, at least for me at that point, it was going to the fucking event. I was
that was
I
the big deal.
Free and have a camera, like you kind of look quite cool with a camera set.
Oh,
it was kind of like.
We thought we were the man. We thought we were the man. Yeah. We're like, yo, we're fucking going to events for free. We're getting in for free. And like between you and
get our friends in for free.
We can get our friends in for free. Exactly. They're like, oh shit, you guys booked tonight. Boop. Can we come with you? Boop. And we were getting fucked up, guys. Like we were not doing this sober. Like we were getting, maybe even more than drunk. I was young at the time. We was about 16, 17. It was definitely not a professional thing, guys. But the thing we're trying to stress here, I think, is that we were just willing to do this shit. We were so eager and so keen that, we were just doing it. We didn't really give a fuck. 30 pounds, that was a win to us. Free was a win to us.
30 pounds split between 4 people, maybe.
30 pounds, yeah. Oh, that's the untalked about thing there. Is 30 pounds split between all of us. A 5 or here, a 5 or there. If we had an accountant, they would have laughed at us. What the fuck are you little boys doing? This is not going to turn into nothing. But, it's the natural progression of things. And I think we shot a few of those rum and bass nights. Then we shot the Mambo's night. That was for 30 quid. And they were hesitant. I remember going up, like we were a little more nervous at this time. So I remember the night ended of the Mambo's night. And it was like, yo, who goes up and asks for the money? It's like, all right, I'm going to go up. Jack, you go. I was elected. All right, go. And they were skeptical on to give us the full 30. They only gave us 15.
Really?
They only gave us 15 on the night, and they had to wire the other 15 to us as if we're going to fucking... I cannot believe that. Like, in retrospect, those guys have to be the cheapest people ever. They thought we would stiff them over 15 pounds.
That 15 pounds just didn't even... That was like a third of the taxi.
Exactly. The taxi was 50 quid. Exactly, something like that. Some ridiculous thing.
That's hilarious. But that just shows, we were not really... We were just... I don't know what...
I know what it was, man. It was the hype for the future. There was such a conversation at that time of, guys, we're doing this to become... Like, to get paid more later. Like, this is what I was telling you guys at the time. I remember because it was you, me, and Ben really doing it this time. People had started to drop off. And the whole idea was, guys, we're doing this for it to turn into more. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it. And it's going to turn into more. It's going to turn into more. It did. It genuinely did. But what's the one we had after that? 40 pounds for Fuzi, where we went up to Bristol. 4 of us went up to film a day party in Bristol. No, 3 of us went up to film a day party in Bristol. 40 pounds. We paid £10 a piece for our return bus tickets on the Falcon bus. So that's 30 of our 40 already gone right there. 30 of our 40 gone, and then, a drink,
food, everything.
Food, all that. So we're still minusing. Every event we go to film now, we're in the minus. But we've built up a couple usable. And that Fuzi one might have been the best video we'd ever done so far.
And just to explain to people how we were originally getting these bookings. So after the So for the first ever one we did, obviously it was just someone jacked me.
Yeah.
And for the second one, they'd seen the rap videos we did because they're kind of in that circle.
Yep.
So that's how they got in touch to us for the second and third videos. And then after that, we just started going on Facebook, looking at events near me, like nightclub events, and just spamming messages to all the people.
Yeah.
Different, like, hey, we're a media company. We'd love to make you a free video because they're like, yeah, cool. Or like, a discount.
No. This is the biggest hustle we ever did. All right. We were messaging people for a while, not getting much response, and then I came to you one day and I was like, Noah, bro, I hacked it, bro. I thought about this, and I said, this is how we're wording our messages, Noah. We're gonna say, hey, how's it going? Boop from TQ9 Media. We would love to offer you an introductory priced video. I said, this is how we're framing it now. We want to offer you an introductory priced video. And, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking psychologist. This shit is fucking phenomenal right here. You know what I mean? They're going to think they're getting a good deal. But we saw more responses after that.
Definitely.
That's how we got like the Fuzi one. So the one we just talked about there, very good that you actually just interjected there because we're talking too much about what we've done, not enough how they can do it. It's a Make Money Making Videos podcast, guys. My bad. That's why we got Noah here.
Well, I'm here for that.
Exactly. And that's how we got the Fuzi one, is framing our message as an introductory price. So, cold messaging people through Facebook, you're setting yourself up to get a lot of no's because Facebook is a place for hanging out with your friends.
It's not professional.
It's not a professional platform, exactly. So you're going to have to do a far more convincing to get paid through Facebook. But that's how we got our first 10 properly paid bookings. The one we talked about before, the whatever Mambos, that one was through Facebook as well. I don't know if we did the introductory price thing, but we'd come up with the introductory price thing maybe after that or maybe before it, and then we got the Fuzi day party.
And then
one.
At this point, we had a couple of examples.
So yeah, we felt more confident.
A couple of usable examples.
Exactly, especially after that Fuzi one.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think that covers.
I think that covers how we started filming clubs because now we're into it. We're into it right now. But it's like that whole time, just to kind of recap that chapter, is we went through, such an interesting time. And also, guys, we're not coming with 3 cameras. There's 3 of us coming. We're coming with 1 camera, the Canon 600D. We're swapping it with the kit lens on it, which is terrible for low light. Honestly,
oh my God, awful.
Literally unusable for low light at the the quality standard we have now. But back then, obviously, we had nothing to compare it to, and we would go with 2 of us, 3 of us on the camera and just switch cameras. You know what I mean? Like, oh, cool, I'm not filming right now. Noah's up there, he's getting the clips. And I'm back here drinking my drink. And then, okay, Jack, here you go. Here's the camera. We're gonna go.
Yeah, we just kind of. There was not like a set thing. Like, okay, you film this. Like, it was just kind of. All right, you go, and then I'll just go enjoy myself for 20 minutes. It was kind
exactly.
of, it was a bit more like free floating.
Yeah. And it was interesting. I still remember like the first 100-pound booking we got that we were, that was a 4-4. I'm pretty sure that was 4-4. Wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. My bad. That's me jumping ahead.
It was.
That was a product of the first ever London booking we got.
Yeah. So, all right. So if we're going to go into that, we need to talk about.
Yeah.
How did we get the London booking? It was through Aaron.
So the way we got the London booking is, okay. So guys, we've been getting a lot of local bookings, plenty. Torquay, Paignton, Exeter. We've been doing
like a 30-mile radius.
30-mile radius, exactly. So everywhere we could get a lift to or a train to, and then a taxi back, we would be filming at. But we hadn't gone, or Bristol as well. That's fair enough as well. Bristol as well. That's a little bit further, but we hadn't really gone to a huge city yet. Obviously, Bristol, big city, not London. Through the Facebook method, I got on the phone to these guys who were having their first ever event, and they were. What's that thing called? Divide. That was their promotion company called
They'd
Divide.
heard of us. How did they hear?
They heard of me because I did the introductory price thing. Messaged them. I said introductory priced, and they, we now know them. They're hype men type of thing like that. So obviously at the time they were like, oh fuck yeah, and I got a call from them. I didn't really do much calling then, to tell you the truth, guys. So it was a little bit like, holy shit, are these clients calling me? Usually we just text. The client called me, and it was it was one of the promoters here. Will Noah, and they was like, yeah, can you guys make it up to London tomorrow? And I was like,
let's
do it. fuck yeah. And I called Noah and I said, Noah, we got our first ever London booking. It's a big deal. Boop, 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 boop. And me and Noah, we got the 6-hour coach up there.
Yeah.
We didn't get the train, bro.
That.
We got
because we only had £100.
We had that was the total. They weren't paying for our travel, nothing. They had £100 total budget, and you and me
we wanted to at least make
something.
So we got the coach.
How much was that? £15 a piece or something. We actually got a really good deal on it somehow, I think.
Yeah. So we actually got like £70. So split between. We got £35 for that each, which was like
6 hour on the thing to London.
Oh my god! I just made £35 from doing something that I loved it.
And we went up there on the thing. We went up there on the We went up there on the coach, and we came back on the coach.
Yeah, we came back on the coach. The actual
insane.
night was really dead, and it was their first night, so obviously they it wasn't going to be amazing.
And they owed us money. No, but their night completely failed, and they actually owed us that £100, guys, for over a month. And actually, this will play into I don't know if we'll get into the future stuff yet, but that would play into how we would get some really high profile jobs later on. This debt that began because of this event that we filmed. I can't remember whether it was the first £100 gig we did or not, but it was a significant thing to get a £100 booking at this point for me and Noah. We were
significant,
really significant, very significant. I don't know if we had one before, so it was a £100 booking, and we went up there, and their night went so bad they couldn't pay us for over a month, and I was beefing with the dude. Like, I was on the phone to him or whatever, like, what the fuck is like properly? Do you remember this, Noah? Like, I was keeping you updated, but I was beefing with the main guy because he was telling me that they had a problem with the payment, and they didn't make much money, and I was just confused because it just didn't seem
done all of that.
We just didn't done all the work exactly, and they hadn't paid us yet.
But we got on really well with them when we were there,
very well,
and made that connection.
Which
we did make that connection with there was 3 of them. We got on really well, hung out with them. Like, we were cool, they were cool. So
it was the first promoters we'd shot that were younger, like they were kind of our age. They were like 2 or 3 years older than us. We were maybe 18 at the time. They were like 20. No, we might have been like 18. They were like 21 or something like that. So we were like, oh wow, they're living in their own flats in London, etc. We're living with our parents, etc. So we're like, oh wow, blah blah blah. But they couldn't pay us. But that would actually be the start of a very good relationship, which would end up.
That failed night. Yeah. Is what kickstarted our London. Well, the bigger jobs we got.
But also the more repetition of work. See, right after that, the guy felt so bad that he'd spent a whole month trying to pay us and had eventually paid us, but, we hadn't been paid for a whole month. That's a big deal. A month doesn't seem much when it's passed, but at the time, that's a whole month right there. So he felt so bad that he started hooking us up with work. So, as a way to say sorry, because he was a promoter, he knew, and a graphic designer, he knew loads of people, actually. Like, his network was pretty goddamn big, especially people who would, take a recommendation for somebody from him, etc. So that's how we got our first festival booking.
Yeah.
And and me so this dude, he felt so bad, he started recommending us to people. So he was like, all right, guys.
And because, not just because because we got on well with him.
Exactly.
Well.
Oh, yeah, of course.
We 100%. Liked him, he liked us. So, he can recommend us because we weren't dickheads.
Weren't dickheads. And, obviously he had a little bit of guiltiness of the not payment. So that was an aspect to it too. But, exactly. We got our first ever festival booking by this guy. It's called Land of Light Festival in outside of Plymouth or something like that. Land of Light Festival. It was a 3-day gig. Me and Noah, the whole amount we were paid was £180.
3 days.
For 3 days camping, listening to house music, which neither of us were that big of fans of. Not fans either, but just not fans. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't that keen.
It was all right. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah. That experience was amazing. Because that opened up a whole new world of, so we're moving from nightclubs to daytime things and nightclubs.
And live events, just like the pattern that emerged with live events. And that's where the term come, live event videography. This is what we do. We do live event videography. It started being more thought out.
And because it wasn't just filming people dancing, it's also filming drinks, also filming food, the setup, that kind of thing. And we got to experiment with like time lapses, and we that festival we tried like
a lot of stuff.
up it a bit.
Yeah, we did.
The like transitions and the editing, and we tried to plan out the video a bit more. Which is the start of making a more professional video. The video itself is not great.
The video, in retrospect, it was our best work at the time. That's the thing. That's the thing, guys. Like what we were really doing at that time is just trying to make it better than the last one that we made.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like
each one was way better because the curve of improvement was
it was pretty easy to go directly up because we were pretty bad originally. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got 180 for that. That's insane. 180 pounds. And we split it.
We were knackered after that.
Oh, we were dead. And we vowed to each other to never shoot another fucking festival for less than, I think 500 was the price that was then. Yeah. But now I wouldn't take 500 to tell you the truth. For 3 days out, man, I wouldn't take 500 now. Just 3 days in a field, man. It's like, God damn it.
It takes a lot out of you because it's not just you're sleeping there as well.
And we, I didn't quit drinking. We were drinking then. Definitely, we were getting fucking drunk and all sort of shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. So there was a fun aspect to it, but yeah, man, I remember that, and that was all the product of the dude whose job didn't go super well at first.
So that's